Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Collaboration Conversations. Delighted to see you this morning. I'm Regina Partain Bergman, co-host of this show, and I'd like to introduce you to my co-host, Pearl Cox of POW Pearls of Wisdom. Good morning, Pearl.
Good morning, Regina, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anyone and everyone that's watching or listening to this, be it now or in the replay.
Awesome, awesome. I do know we get some folks as far away as Nigeria watching, as well as folks here in the States and the UK. And so we're excited to have all of you with us. And we have two wonderful guests this morning that I am really excited to introduce you to. Talk about collaboration. These two are both excellent at collaboration. So let us meet. I'm gonna go ladies first. Now, whether that's ladies first, save the best for last, or what whatever we want to say. Ladies first, we're going to introduce Carol Henderson of Life by Design. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning. Good morning. It's so wonderful. Thank you for asking me to be on.
Oh, we're excited to have you here. Carol is a part of this collaboration story that when I said save the best for last, I was talking about Adam. Adam is our special guest today, and we've asked Carol to join us as well because she's a part of his story. He's a part of her story, and they're both a part of our story. And that's how collaboration goes, right? You're going to hear some different accents as we go through this morning. You heard you heard Pearl. She's from Rugby, England, and Carol is from the beautiful state of Texas. And you'll hear that Southern accent in her. Adam, let's get to Adam. Adam Bricker of Adam Connects. Now you notice if you see looking at the screen, there are two different spellings of Adam there. We have Adam, A-D-A-M, his name, and we have Atom, A-T-O-M, Connects. And he's going to tell us all about that as we go. Good morning, Adam, and welcome.
Thank you, Regina. So happy to be here with you and Pearl, and of course with my friend Carol.
Absolutely. And tell us where you are from, Adam. I've forgotten.
I'm from the beach in Fort Lauderdale, and currently I am in Ontario, Canada.
That's right. I had somebody else in my head earlier this morning, and they're from Arkansas. And I said, no, that's not Adam. That's so and so.
I am not occupying that particular space in your head.
Not geographically, no. So good morning, everyone. Let's dive right in. I wanted to bring Adam on the show because he is doing such an amazing job of not only connecting with others, but providing a tool that helps others connect to others. So he is truly having these collaboration conversations. So Adam, tell us a little bit about what you do, what your company is, and how you're connecting people.
Oh, my absolute pleasure, Regina. The Adam Connects company realized that you can't do business by yourself. You need a team and you need clients. And so everybody gets connected at some point. Being somebody who's had prolific moments in sales, I knew that the three most important things in sales in the 20th century were location, location, location. Okay. But that's all changed. The 21st century and the advent of the technology that the world has never had before, everybody has one of these. Everybody has it. If you have a smartphone with you, hold it up right there. It's 100%. It's 100%. And how often do people use it? Every single day. So it's so simple. They carry it around. So I put your brand in their hand. It's right.
I like that.
It's right where it needs to be. And of course, I can't do it alone. I need clients. I need technology. So what we did is we understood that the foundation of connection of everything in the world, according to scientists, is atoms. So we have Adam Connect. So it goes on a cellular, molecular level that we have hundreds of clients using what we call the digital branding toolbox, and they're all connected. You can go into Carol's, and from a link, you can get to every other toolbox we've ever created. It's all
Wow.
connected. Yeah. And that's how powerful.
I didn't realize that. That's cool. I did not realize that piece. I mean, it's we're gonna show them Carol's here in a few minutes, but it's a phenomenal piece of technology that you've created for connecting people.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And that connection leads to that collaboration, right? Hopefully, if our minds are open and our hearts are in the right places, it leads to collaboration. What does collaboration mean to you, Adam?
So collaboration to me means getting together with other people, other entities to create something that you couldn't possibly create on your own. Okay. I love the whole concept of baking cakes. I have a daughter who wants to be a cake boss. You can't bake a cake without eggs and flour and sugar, and you have to collaborate them together in an oven. And that whole magic of having a cake on the counter, ready to serve, eat, celebrate, doesn't happen without collaboration.
I like that.
That
I
is
like
cool.
that. Yeah. Carol, let's switch over to Carol for just a moment. Carol, tell us just quickly about who you are, what you do, and how you got connected to collaborate with Adam.
Okay. I'm Carol Henderson. I have Life by Design. I work with people so that they can have a better life. Look better, live better, feel better is kind of the motto. But I do it through nutritional counseling, helping people to get off pharmaceuticals if possible, have a 40 plus year track record of doing that. And so, I just love for people to have a better life, and that's my heart. So, bring me people, bring me. You're sick, you're hurt, you're broken. That's kind of something that I relish in. But I am part of Regina's mastermind, and we've been doing that 5-6 years now.
It's been a while. I'm not quite sure how long.
I don't remember.
Probably at least 3.
Oh, it's been longer than that. It's been
it could be. Yeah.
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 But anyway, I need to look that up when, even back to when Becky did Chocolate Blues. We were talking about that the other day. But, and that's where I first met Regina face to face. Anyway, and so through that, met another friend, and she introduced me to Adam. And literally, she had been sitting on him for a year. But the time wasn't right for her. And so literally she told me about him. I'm on the phone with him that night, 9-10 o'clock. He's later than I am, going, okay, tell me about this. Because I could just see the value, but I couldn't see the value. I've got to say, Adam, I think he's connected with at least 2/3 of the people on the planet, and that's 8 billion. So, it is that separation, that game you play with Kevin Bacon, how many things of separation.
6 degrees of separation. Yeah.
Yes. And so he has linked me with so many people, and people that I've even brought on to my podcast that I do, and interviewed for my shows. And just the people that the quality of people he's connecting me with are second to none. And he and his wife have this platform that, building communities, and it's just, I can't say enough good stuff. It's kicking my backside, keeping up with learning it. Okay. That has, it's like, remember when I met you, Regina, and I said, it's like drinking out of a fire hose. Well, this is the same thing. It's like trying to consume all of it. And so Regina told me I couldn't say I was semi-retired anymore. And I don't, because I'm not retired at all now. Still
Yeah,
enjoy the lake and the chickens.
you,
but,
yes, but you were trying to grow a business while being semi-retired, and the two were not compatible in your brain.
no, they weren't. They
Oh,
weren't.
very good. Barbara Ellison is watching us. Barb, if you can join us, please come on in. I know she had another show that she was doing this morning, was why she wasn't going to be able to be here. But so yeah, Barb, just come on. Oh, Carol, can you send her the link?
Oh, sure.
And then if she can
do that.
join us, that would be great.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yes. She's actually who introduced me to Adam. So
That's right. And Adam was already on my radar, and I'm trying to remember where we came across each other. Adam originally, maybe a networking group or something. I'm not sure. And then I had, say that again.
I sponsor and participate in so many different professional business network groups.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad we're connected now, because this is magic.
Me too. Me too.
Well,
I had you on my list of people to reach out to when Carol said, you need to connect with Adam. Go ahead, Carol. What were you going to say?
That's what I was going to say. And Barbara has the link. So.
Okay, great. So Miss Pearl, let's get you in here. So Pearl, thoughts or questions at this point before we dive into what Adam is doing to connect people in the world?
No, it's just listening to people. This is how business works, is simply by having those conversations and being introduced to others. What Adam is offering is what anyone in business or wants to consider starting a business needs to be part of, because without networking connections, you won't have a business, because you won't know how to reach out and actually get clients from that. Lots of people, especially if they're on LinkedIn, when they connect with you, they will say, join us, do this, and I can get you leads. Now, that's something completely different to actually collaborating, having connections and knowing how to reach out with people. So I am so excited to hear exactly how you do that, Adam, how people can connect with you, how they can work with you. And just seeing three wonderful ladies that I've been introduced to and I've known for quite a while now, and the fact that they all know you and are all connected to you is just so exciting.
Let me just, and it is. Let me just say, Barb, if you will just, it's that this is playing on your computer somewhere, so you need to stop it playing on your computer, and then we won't get that sound, that feedback, and then I can unmute you again, and just give me a hi sign when you've got that muted on your computer, and I'll open you back up again. So awesome. Collaboration is one of the most fun things that I do in my business. It absolutely is. And it's, Adam, I think you and I may have had this conversation. Whoops, we lost her. She'll be back.
I think she's struggling to turn off the other one. So
to turn off the other one. Yes. But this is when you're really collaborating with others, and there's an energy that's created that it just spirals, right? Anybody ever feel that? And that energy is just so palpable, and you don't want to stop, right? You just want to keep going. It's so fun. So let's dive. Go ahead, Carol.
Thing about what Adam does, and I meant to say it a minute ago, and I got bunny trailed, but he brings so much training, for lack of a better word, to the table. He has so many people that have immense knowledge in the networking and in the technology and even into the mindset of sales, for lack of a better word. I mean, yes, we're here for relationships, but that does lead to sales. And and he's so gracious and generous to bring those people across our paths. And that is one thing that, I mean, the value added of what he does is amazing.
Mm.
Okay, give me a second here, folks. Yes, it is.
And later, Adam, you can cut that check later on.
Yeah.
We'll just send over the funds digitally, though.
Oh, okay.
Barb, I think you're muted on your side now because I can't unmute you on this side. So you must be muted from your side. Yeah, it says you there. You are. Welcome, Barb.
We love technology, and I only have half my screen, so I can't see Adam's work on my screen.
Well, and we don't have. We're getting ready to share
Carol's
what he's created for Carol right now. I'm going to bring that up. And
If you want, I'll share from my screen.
oh, that'd be great. That would be awesome.
I don't mind driving. I'm an expert.
You drive.
Let's see if we can.
He's a
do
good
that.
driver.
He's a good driver.
Yeah.
I'm sure he must be.
All right, let's see. You guys are gonna. Oh, there we go. That was easy.
Awesome. And then it looks like I need to add it to the stream. There we are.
Cool. So what you're looking at is a digital branding toolbox. You know, there's a tool that came onto the scene a little while ago called a digital business card. But that's about as effective as a paper business card. It gives somebody their information, but it really doesn't do business. This over here, the digital branding toolbox for Carol, is an amazing collaboration of all the things that Carol does that helps people live their best life. And as she calls it, life by design. So what would you need for life by design is all here in the menu. It has her shows, the Mavens of Motivation, the aging experts. She did a whole book on to fast or not to fast, and then highly recommended. So every one of these is a different page within her toolbox, and each page can contain a multitude of tools. These are products that Carol helps people to decide what they need for their life. Because if you've ever looked at health products, wealth products, for your skin, for your nutrition, not only are there hundreds and thousands of them out there, but the information is conflicting. So what Carol's done is in her art created a system of products that she recommends. And what we do is we put them all in one spot. And every single one of these, you just click on them and they would launch right into the product themselves. So you don't have to do all that work. If you're collaborating with Carol to live your best life, this tool accelerates the process, because who needs to spend hours and hours searching for things?
Very nice.
Google a search engine. Carol's digital branding toolbox is a found engine for things that make your life better. And of course, right? And of course, she collaborates with Barbara. You see these guys on top of the world. You see this?
Love it.
We get to share their world. We get to share videos right from YouTube. They play right.
And welcome.
Barbara even sounds better on the digital branding toolbox than she does live on our computer today. Hi, Barb. I love you.
I know you do.
So, Adam, take a moment, talk about that piece for just a moment. Many folks have a podcast, a LinkedIn Live, a Facebook feed that they do, something where they do a live show or a pre-recorded broadcast show. Talk to us about how this works with that, because I see you have some of her things there. So share with us the extent of what we can do there.
Outstanding. We're all coming live to the world from our house right now. And around us in the house, we have these walls. Okay. What do you have inside your walls? You have electricity flowing through wires. You have water flowing through pipes. You have air flowing through ducts. Okay. So that all comes in to create an easy to use, living, comfortable environment. So what we've done on the card is the same exact thing. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Instagram, LinkedIn, whether you have a podcast, whether you have a book, whatever it is that you are presenting to the world, we put it in one spot. If you're a company and you have a robust website, we drive traffic to the website. If you're small and just getting started, we are your website. We act as your website. And if you have multiple companies, we put them all in one area and we act as a hub and link out to everything that you're offering. Does that
Which
all
is
make
why
sense?
it's. Say that again, Barb or Carol. Who said that?
It was me. It was Pearl. I'm just looking
Pearl.
at this. This is fantastic. And you could literally, if someone isn't a salesperson, this toolbox turns you into a salesperson, because you literally, if you're working off of your phone, it could be anyone you start a conversation with, you can bring it up and you can talk about things and you can share a link and you've got that information there. How many of us practice an elevator pitch and then aren't brave enough to say anything? This is a tailored elevator pitch plus your whole office in one piece that you can then share with anyone and everyone. I just love it. Really, really love it.
Thank you.
I knew
Pearl.
you would.
Can I
Thank you,
say
Pearl.
that is high praise, because Pearl is just the bomb of websites. She has done some websites and work with very top companies. And, so Adam probably doesn't know that, but that's very high praise. And
thank you, Pearl. I appreciate that. And I want to take it a step further because of more collaboration. We don't just take a form of the elevator pitch. We help each of our clients who wants to learn how to do their own elevator pitch, record it, and put it right on the card as if it's being delivered firsthand to every prospect.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And
that is awesome.
We also, and I want to make sure you guys see this part. This is kind of really interesting. You know what? I'm going to switch over to this card over here. Can you guys see this one?
Yes.
We do a little project called the virtual book tour. We take authors on a book tour and give them the whole package so they can collaborate with the people who help them write the book and the stories behind it. And I want to go to this particular page over here so you guys can see the power behind this. So we did a whole season of virtual book tours, and every one of them is right here on this one page. So
wow.
That's Terry's. This is Sarah's. So not only can you learn about it, not only can you watch it, but you can also go to their own digital branding toolbox. Here's Frankie Empowers. You can watch it right here. So you know if I click that video, YouTube's going to have that rocking so fast. And then if you wanted to, you just click, and that's going to open up Frankie's digital branding toolbox. Everybody's connected through Adam Connects.
That is phenomenal.
The search engines, the search engine optimization from this, the backlinks you've got, because you are connected to everyone. Search engines will love you. You will be found quicker. You will be established on Google. There are other browsers, but I think we all use Google, so I'm going to use that as the name to drop. But you've got all of this. I absolutely love it. And I'm looking at the colors and the ideas you can use. If you're truly designing a brand new brand and you're looking at the brand archetype and how you want to be established, you can set that through color. You can link it to all your different ideas. This, if you haven't got it, this is a must for anyone starting up, anyone wanting to build their business further. And this is what makes the difference between a business winning and going further and growing and failing. And it's because they don't have the right tools to use. And everything I'm seeing here is exactly what every single person in business needs, not just an individual. I think corporates need this if they haven't already. Now, Regina knows where I'm going. My brain's thinking all these things because literally you've got that. You could have anyone in a corporate building this. It could then be given to everyone across their company, because then they get to know. It would be almost like an induction pack that when people started, they would be given this. They'd know how to reach out and connect with people. They'd understand where they fitted within a business. And I will be quiet, but this is something else I do. I look at ways to monetize and see how this works, and I absolutely love what I'm seeing here.
It is phenomenal. And yes, you are so good at that, Pearl.
Thank you, Pearl. That's really, really well said. And yes, for companies with large sales bases, we have a templated version, that custom template for them, that everybody has the same card. And when we change one thing on one card, it changes it on all the cards.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. And one of the things I love about your service, Adam, is that you really work with your clients to get this set up properly. It's not a just, oh, fill out this form and we'll create it for you. But that you really hold their hand and work with them to create something and tweak it and whatever is needed to get it right. Can you talk a little bit more about your process there?
Well, I don't want to give the idea that I do that for all of my clients. There are
only the special ones. Carol, you're special.
If you're a company and you're well branded and you're doing well in the marketplace and you know what you want, there literally is a form. It's an onboarding form, and it gets created sometimes even without a conversation. I have other people who resell Adam Connects, and I have people with cards I haven't met yet. But I like to, from time to time, use my networking, my skill, my collaboration to work with people one-on-one, especially when they're finding their spot, when they're finding their niche, and they're delivering incredible life-improving value. And for those people, I go hand in hand. We go arm in arm through the situation. It's a blessing to be able to work with and mentor people. Sometimes a bigger company knows exactly what they want and what they need, but entrepreneurs know what they do. I work with some healers. They know what they do. They don't know how to necessarily explain that or to collaborate. And so we like to work with them hand in hand. We put together groups to teach people how to sell better, called the Sales Booster. There's a multitude of things to make entrepreneurism enjoyable, wonderful, and lucrative and profitable.
Yeah. And one of the things that I really resonate with you on is that we have the same values in terms of we're all wanting to make a difference in the world, wanting to help others, wanting to improve life on this planet in some way for someone, right? Or ones, plural. We want to help as many people as we can, each of us. And I love that is true for you as well.
Thank you. Thank you. That is my dedication, my underlying mission. Excuse me for a second as I just pull it all back together, because it does hit me emotionally, is to feed the children. Okay. That's our whole mission, is to feed the children. As a matter of fact, I'm sure it's right on here. And I just want to explain to you what that means to me is that food, education, empowerment, and direction for children of all ages, even those in the second half of their life.
Right.
What Carol does is food, education, empowerment, and direction. She's a 4 out of 4. So I want to work with somebody like that closely, personally, empower her to do things. And she's not doing it by herself. She's bringing on a whole team of people. Last night, I listened to all these, the people she collaborates with on nutrition, and that's the food part. They also educated people. Carol gives direction in that she has her highly recommended page and all her products. What is she doing? She's giving people direction, and then she empowers them by giving them opportunities to collaborate with her as well. So it's a 4 out of 4, and that's why I do so much one-on-one and one-on group handholding.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, and I
Just-
need to give a shout out because Barbara and I do so much together, and there are things that are on my card and being tweaked that will also be on her card because we do work, we collaborate because of Regina. We collaborate on our podcasts, the Mavens of Motivation and the Aging Experts. And so you'll see once we get all of this tweaked, then you'll see that on her card too. And so that, you know, kind of brings it all back home, back to the group that we have with Regina.
back to that collaboration, right? Back
Yes.
to that collaboration. And these ladies are excellent at collaboration. We, as Carol mentioned earlier, I do a mastermind, and we are the first Monday of every month. We have our mastermind meeting. And so yesterday morning we had our mastermind, and they're so amazing at supporting one another and helping each other through whatever challenges in their world that need to be overcome, and just is so rewarding to get to work with them and to see how they take care of each other and take care of the world, and how they collaborate with one another, but so supportive of each other and others outside of our circle. Barb, we haven't heard from you. I want to hear something from you before we run out of time here. We've got about 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that, and then we've got to wrap up. So,
yeah, this has been such a joy to work with Adam, and and of course to work with Carol. I mean, she pushes me into things, I push her into things, and all of a sudden we realize, oh, we're doing all of these things, and then now Adam has come along and put all of the things that we do together into one spot. So
yeah.
It just really is. But kudos to Carol, because she's a little bit more of the action taker than what I am. And yet I'm the one that every once in a while she says, Barb, what are we doing? And I'm the one so we're absolutely a great team together, that we can both be on Zoom working, and yet we're not talking to each other, and yet sometimes we do. And it's like, oh, what do you think about this? And we can bounce ideas up, back and forth, because I'm on a mission to make happiness the norm. Because I truly believe that, like Adam, that we deserve, each and every one of us deserves to lead happy, healthy, financially free, abundant lives. And and I heard Carol say when I first came on that I've known Adam since last year, wasn't ready for it though. But once I had the umbrella of my wellness playroom, where it's not just about not being sick, it's about aging successfully and having all of the tools to have wealth, to have wellness in our relationships and have wellness in our physical body, but also to have wellness in our wealth. Yeah. Those are the things that people pray about. Those are the 3 things that people pray about, and we can impact each one of those areas and show them how they can do it if they want to. And in my wellness playroom, they get to choose on which one they want to work on first. Do they have a relationship that needs mending? Do they have a physical condition that they need help with? Do they have a wealth concern that they don't know where they need an extra $300 a month? It can be that simple. So it's just cool to have it all in one place.
Yes, it is.
And plus I have 2 other podcasts that I do, and they're on there too. So it's like, really, it was like, oh yeah, just listen to my podcast.
I think one of the things entrepreneurs struggle with is that because of our entrepreneurial brain, there's so many things we want to do and be involved in and all of that. And sometimes we have a hard time seeing how it fits together.
Exactly.
And making sure that everything we're doing is congruent, and that to someone outside of us, it doesn't just look like we're, as someone said the other day, just throwing spaghetti against the wall, seeing what will stick. And having it all be able to come under this umbrella in this digital toolbox really helps you find and express the cohesiveness of those many different elements that are going on in our businesses. Would you agree with that, Adam?
Oh my goodness, yes. That is what our onboarding form does. It takes all the spaghetti off the wall, wipes it clean,
Yeah.
puts some good bolognese on top, and presents it in a way that people can digest it. And when a confused mind doesn't buy, it's one of my favorite sayings from my friend Terry Levine. So what we do is make it really simple. I don't really care how many things you do. Your first page on the digital branding toolbox is going to be like a table of contents for a book. It's going to take you step by step through each one and give you a place to jump into it.
Fantastic.
Well,
and we all need that.
Yeah. One thing I want to bring up that came out in our mastermind yesterday when we were talking about my card is each page has its own URL. And so that's something I'm learning from Adam, is that you can send certain people to certain pages if you so choose.
Oh,
you
nice.
Also, if you have your website and your URL and you're used to giving that out, you can actually point that to the toolbox in like Life by Design Henderson.com. I can point that to my toolbox. Haven't done it yet, but I can.
So when someone actually goes to Carol Henderson lifebydesign.com, they'll wind up in your digital toolbox.
Yes, once I get it turned, once I get it pointed there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something Adam can't do. It's something I have to, because I own the name, but I don't have a website attached to it, because I found this before I got the website finished. So I am using this as my website, but it's a little bit, I think it's going to, so many people get lost in websites, and I think this is going to guide better than a website could.
Your cards deliver what a website can't, because this is it. So many people think they need a website. You don't. You need the card that is going to be there, that will actually take people to what they want. So many people build a website, it's built badly, it doesn't do anything for them, and it's just a waste of space and money. Whereas this card will do exactly what people want. I work in digital communications. I know the user experience, the user design. I know what should work and what shouldn't. And I have loved every single second of what Adam has been sharing, because this is exactly what people need. By the sounds of it, you've got a fantastic template. You don't need to be a web designer to do this. You just populate it with your details. And as I've understood it, Adam and your team and the toolbox pull everything through and turn it into what we see now. Is this roughly the way it works?
Absolutely. You nailed it, Pearl. What great words. Thank you for your kindness in those words. We don't offer a do-it-yourself program right now. The learning curve to us is just a little too steep. So we have people all over the planet to build the toolbox, and then we'll happily turn it over, because they're really easy to edit and update. It's easier to update it yourself than it is to send our team an email on what to do. But yes, just putting it all in one spot, and it makes it so much easier. Thank you, Pearl.
And also, from a web design point of view, what you've done, you have a set template, and you know that works. I know from doing people's websites where they say, oh, I don't like that, I don't understand that. And you'll say, well, actually, you need a process. This template is designed as the process to take the user through the start, to actually take it through to sales, to take them through to contact, to see everything. Whereas people look at a website and think, oh, they need that. From the user experience point of view, we can show you don't always need on a website what your client thinks they need. What your template incorporates is what definitely is needed from a sales point of view, from an engagement point of view, and basically to build a brand. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love what I've seen here.
Thank you.
High praise.
Thank you. We have a word for that over here, and we call that the customer journey.
Yeah.
And we take them a step at a time. What we try to do, and do it really well, is anticipate what is the client's next question? What is the client's next question? What is their concern? And we put it all in front of them so that Barbara and Carol can have people come onto their card and take action and become a customer without having to call. If Carol can bring on 100 customers and only speak to 8 of them, her sales process is going to be a lot better. And then she can reach out and talk to them at her pace, not at theirs.
Love it. Love it. Oh, I wish we had another hour, but we are out of time. This has been awesome.
Could everyone come back? I think we need a whole series on just what we've discussed today. That would be fun. Says she losing her voice.
Are you up for that, Adam, to come back again?
I'm game, but if I do that, it's going to be when I'm in Florida.
Okay. Is that coming soon for you?
Yes, I'm headed out in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, that's quite a split life you're living, Canada and Florida.
And he's doing it. It's backwards. It's spring and summer coming up, and he's headed to Florida. He's been all winter.
For the winter.
Hey, I love summer in Florida.
So you're a happy camper to be going back. Awesome.
Yeah, we go. Yeah, we love wherever we are because we're going to go where we want to be. And who knows, we may have Adam coming to a city near you.
Sounds great. We welcome you, Adam. Thank you all for joining us this morning. This has been a great discussion. Adam, love the tool, love the digital tool, branding toolbox. And definitely, we'll be having more conversations, probably individually with you, as well as we'll welcome you all back onto the show. Pearl, thank you again for all that you do and your input. Always appreciated and welcomed. So with that, folks, we'll say goodbye for today, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.